No, I think basically with the shoulder problem and then doing resistance band work with you, I began to enjoy doing that. I thought, oh, you know, this isn't too bad. And I think that kind of started it off. I've often, through the years, have thought, I really do need to make a change. I need to do something, but just felt I never could. And I think for the first time, you know, working with you, kind of thought, oh, this is quite enjoyable. It's not too bad. And then literally, really, in a moment of madness was when I said to you that, oh, I want to get fit. And I was absolutely shocked when you challenged me on that. Said,
what did I say?
You asked me, what do I mean by wanting to get fit?
Yep.
And you know, for me, it was kind of, I think just initially I kind of thought, oh, it'd be nice to lose a bit of weight. And then basically to stop having pain in my legs, in my knees.
Sure.
Probably deep down, there was a desire to change things. I was afraid. I think what I was afraid of was I was afraid of failing, of not being able to do it, knowing I couldn't do it on my own. I needed somebody's help. But then there was always that thought in the back of my mind, well, who's going to give up first? Is it going to be me? Or is it going to be the personal trainer who's going to be absolutely frustrated?
Right.
Because I knew what I could do and what I couldn't do. Yep.
Well, and then we had that first session, and I'm not sure if it was the first one or the second one, but one of the moments that really stand out to me was that moment when we were on the exercise bike for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And something happened on that bike, of course.
Yeah.
Do you recall that?
I do. I recall that very much. As I tried to turn the thing, I just got that sharp pain. And I think for me at that moment, I thought, this is it. I was kind of half expecting you to say, well, forget it, there's no hope for you. And I wasn't sure whether I would be able to succeed with anything.
Yeah, because that was a bit of that was a sort of a panicky moment. Bit of an emotional moment. Bit of a make or break moment, actually.
It was. And I think your quick reaction to saying to me, okay, let's get off, okay, that's not going to work now, let's try something else. So you kind of didn't labor on that at all, and that kind of sort of, I mean, in that moment, yes, there was that moment of panic that I really half expected you to say, look, you know, this is not going to work. But the fact that you kind of just, in a sense, kind of brushed it aside and moved on with something else, and you kept encouraging me.
Now we are a little bit further into the process, of course. Looking back, what's the main things that changed for you?
Well, I can say it has been, it's totally turned my life upside down. I think I'm a totally different person today. I have more confidence. I have a much more positive outlook on life. I'm constantly amazed at what I'm able to do. And I think part of it has all been, okay, aside from seeing the health benefits, okay, that They're slowly beginning to decrease medication, which has been an absolute plus. But I think it has been not only a physical healing, but there's been emotional healing as well through it. It's been amazed that, I mean, due to very unfortunate personal circumstances, I just began to distrust everybody. Didn't trust anything. But I realized that I needed to trust you if there was going to be a difference, if I was going to move along. And slowly I believe that is what started off inner healing as well.
It's funny because initially the goal was quite physical initially.
Yes.
Getting exercise, maybe losing some weight, maybe seeing if you can strengthen the knees a little bit. I remember at the start you were very, we'd almost say borderline obsessive about weighing yourself. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, when you decided to let that go and just focus on how you feel and how you improve functionally, suddenly not only did that stop being such an obsession, but it started to produce a lot more results.
Exactly.
So even though the focus was much more internal on how you felt, suddenly external, it resulted in having to keep going to the tailor.
Yes.
How many times have you been there?
I think I've been there now about 7 times.
She must be surprised.
Oh,
to see you come in every time.
She is all the time, yes. She does say, oh, she needs to do something, you know, because she can see what I can do, maybe she can do it.
Well, and she's not the only one on which you've had a very positive experience, right? So we see the people at school starting to pick up some healthy habits, and the people that follow you on Facebook, and that's a nice thing to see as well.
Yes.
I don't think you would have thought that you would be such a inspiration for other people in terms of health and fitness.
Yeah.
And that's really, really good to see.
Yes. Yeah. And I think it's just become I find it amazing that traveling around, somehow or other, all my eyes see is gyms and shops selling, you know, gym equipment.
Not only that, you're starting to make healthy snacks, which are also delicious.
Yeah.
More interested in sports foods.
Yes.
All of those side effects also probably didn't come to mind when you started.
No.
Starting to find the enjoyment in
it is, and it truly is enjoyment. It truly is. Yeah. I mean, yes, there are some days when I think, oh, you know, have I got the energy? Do I really want to? But you just push yourself, you go, and it is an enjoyment. And I really and truly look forward to the workout nights.
I can tell.
And it's just to see, really, I know I am quite competitive, and maybe I need to deal with that a bit. But yes, it's exciting to see just how much I can push myself and what is the next thing I can do. And
what is the next thing you will do?
I'm not sure. I was kind of wondering, I wonder what's the next challenge Mark's going to come up with. I would like to redo the mini triathlon again and try and better my time, or do a bit more. I think that is one thing. And yes, my ultimate goal is still to pull myself up on those gymnastic rings.
You're getting closer every week.
Yeah. I think that I never dreamt I would deadlift. When we did that fake photo, I just thought, never in my wildest dreams would I ever get to lifting something up. And Maybe boxing will be the next.
Oh, we could get involved in that for sure. For other people that might be dealing with the same struggles as you, maybe thinking of changing some things in their life, picking up a fitness habit, what would you, do you have any tips for them?
I think probably the most important thing is stop making excuses and just get started, even if it's just in a small way. I think I have seen the absolute benefit of having a personal trainer. I think for me, in those very early days, it was fine when I came and worked out with you, and I think at that stage I was only doing 1 day a week, and then I was doing things at home, and that was very hard. It was very hard to do it on your own. What really helped was the fact I had to send you that weekly email, and I didn't want to disappoint you. And so that was a thing that really pushed me in the beginning.
So the accountability part.
The accountability.
Yeah.
And I think, yes, get somebody who can help you. And I think it needs to be the right person, somebody like you, who is very encouraging. What I appreciate is you are aware of what I can't do, but yet you know how to push me, challenge me, in some ways get me out of my comfort zone, but yet you also know when to pull in the reins, when I know that I'm pushing too much.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear you say that, because that's one of the things that I'm trying to, it's one of the things I find very important. So finding the right balance between challenge, something has to be challenging enough to be engaging, but doable enough to be rewarding.
Yes.
Rather than going up against challenges that are actually a bit too high and might just cause frustration.
Yes, or I think also as well, if you just take the position where you kind of get away with just enough. What I like is the variety that you bring into the workouts as well. And yes, so you never get to the point where I don't feel comfortable. Okay, I'm getting into a comfortable position with something because I know that you are able to pick up as soon as I'm comfortable and we'll move on to the next step. And so there's just that constant challenge, but it's at the right amount. Yeah, so as not to become discouraging that you can't do it.
All right, well, looking forward to what's coming next.
Yes.